Good evening, everyone. I hope you're well. We'll take a show of hands for questions, please. I think the mics are here, so we'll go without. Someone start. Ollie?
It was a big day today, obviously, with the landmark of the 1000th game. I wondered, in that context, how pleasing the first goal was, because it seemed to embody a lot of your principles.
Yeah, absolutely. So I don't want to betray myself, I would say, and I love when, we take the ball and we pass it. That's why we press high to regain the ball as quick. And I like to see my team associated together in the short passes and combination, and after the guys who have the ability to run or have one against one is what you have to do. So first half was really, really good, defensively and offensively. Of course, the threat from more and behind always is the dangers. We have experience with that. The second half is the football. Always we talk about, I said in the flash interviews, always we talk about the duels, the duels. And everybody in our mindset is the duels that I win the ball to you defensively. But what is about the duels when I have the ball and I don't lose the ball? What happened, I have the ball and being pressed and I keep the ball and make an extra pass. We talk a lot these 2-3 days about that, about the duels. What happened in the second half, in the first 5-10 minutes, we are alone, you lose the ball. And when that's happened, the game always is more difficult. And I think all the players in the middle, with Jérémy, with Ryan, Cherkis, it was more difficult for Ryan because the space was more in the left side, not in the right side today for the way they defend. But Bernie, Nico, and all back four, but especially Bernie, Nico, and Phil, they were outstanding and keeping and do it there. And really pleased for the game. Just thank you for the players, the staff, to give me that incredible present, to win the most important opponent that we face in that our time here, 10 years, so by far. And have been nice playing against them and see Virgil and Robertson and all the players that Mo Salah have been 1,000 million battles, and hopefully will be more and more, do it against them, because it has been so special. And I think Pep Linders, my assistant right now, represent a little bit Jurgen, because I've been there. So I've been a special night with my kids here, so they're really good.
Jordan?
As you said, you come up against Mo Salah 1,000 times now, but the job that Nico O'Reilly did on today, that is good at that performance back's done against Salah.
Well, I have been a nightmare, Salah, for many years. I was punish us and his speed, and it's a top. And Nico always said, you have to be aggressive, have to be, otherwise. And being helped, I think every time Mo had the ball, have 1 or 2, 3 players closer until defenders. And Jérémy's and Bernardo's and Phil's all were close there to don't lead them 1 against 1. So it was an incredible work, team battles, and defensively was really, really good, especially in the first half. So, but Nico make a step back, because at the end you have to prove against the best wingers how you behave, how you perform. And there is no better example to do. Face Salah and handle it really good.
England call up as now. How rare is it?
Sorry?
As he's had his England call up as he just turned 20, how rare is it for a player that young to become a regular at a team like Man City and so quickly?
I go with national team because Thomas is smart enough to see what he's playing. He's not been selected with just Man City, but he figured out he can help. And he had many good attributes, but this aggressivity, intensity in the duels that didn't have, because it was number 8-10 in the academy, always is number 8-10, and play in that position and give us stutter in the set pieces. Is aggressive, is top. So in that term, I'm so pleased the way he's performing.
Paul?
Yeah. With Jérémy, we've always known he's obviously a very skillful player, or attribute, and sometimes he left with that and a final product. Why do you think he's so taking up to the next level this season?
I think never will be a top scorer, to be honest. But he's demanding himself to be better. He listens, and having a special attribute, he dribbles. So today, Connor, the right back from Liverpool, I'm really, really impressed. Pep Linders told me 1,000 incredible good things about that guy, so he can do everything. I know the game against Madrid, how good with Vinicius. Vinicius is wow, right? So and he handled it. So it was aggressive without the ball, and we tried to help him. Listen, he played an outstanding game. Outstanding game.
James? There's no more.
Does rebuilding this team the way they have, does that give you a renewed sense of energy even so long in management?
I said many times, not because we won when we lost in Aston Villa, we lost in the beginning of the season. The team have a good vibe. I don't tell me why. And the reason why, look the bench today, and even Kusa was not selected. So last season could not do that. So we lost energy with the players we feel. I think the 4 players in a row affect us in a bad way, really, really bad way. We were not like I think this team has shown for many, many years. In one team, I would say, can be understandable a little bit. We tried to push each other, but we were not able to do it. Even with that, we finished third. When normally in that situation, in Premier League, you finish 10th. So at the end, we never give up. In the first 50, 20 games, we were the best team in the Premier League. But since I think New York World Cup in the United States, I felt something differently that what happened last season in general. And last season was not one reason. It was everyone was involved, everyone, and me the first, and that's why. So people compete and try to feel that it's getting better. And I said last day, so in October, November, you don't win the Premier League. The teams win the Premier League is when every month the team is growing. And you see the feeling the team grows and grows and grows. You arrive at the end fighting for the titles. It's not the team who is in September, October in the top. It has to grow. Can be top, has to be better and better. And always we won't have been like that. Always in the process, we talk a lot, we training not much, but how do you play? And there's a feeling that we are in that way. So, and it's been nice. I still had the feeling that we are back in terms of many, many things. I didn't like the second half against Bournemouth. I didn't like the second half against Liverpool. I didn't like at all the last 30, 20 minutes, half an hour against BeanymanSports. Really, really not like in the first half. So, okay, this is the point they have to grow, as a team. But it was an important week, this one, with Bournemouth that they came in second in the table. Like, BeanymanSports is always dangerous in Champions League, and Liverpool, we're going to say it, and we did a fantastic week for us.
Simon?
Just after Bernardo Silva, he's one of the ones who suffered so much last season, and I think really come back and, made by examples today.
I said many times, Bernardo was struggle last season, but was there. Every single game. Exhausted. After 50, 60 minutes, could not run 1 minute. In certain moments said, Pep, I'm drained. My mind is not anymore. It's the feet. I don't know, I was there. It was there. And I said many times to the players and to him, that will not be forgotten. When everything is fine and everything is ready. No. Last season. And Gundo was there. And many players was there. And that's why he's my captain. Because in the bad moments proved that being agree and disagree, we will disagree sometimes. Pep, we should do that, it's fine. It's fine, we talk, but have been incredible sign for us. And in the way we play today is a master. The tempo, the wonder ball, the accelerate, the intuition, what is the spaces to be pressed or not, how manage the situations and many things. He's one of the most cleverest players I ever met in my period as a manager and these years.
Rob, then James, please.
You talk about teams having to grow into a title race. You mentioned it on Friday as well, but we've also dropping points yesterday. The result today, the manner in which you've gone, to feel like it's a little bit of a staging possibility.
Listen, I'm pretty sure when Arsenal at the end was equalized from Sunderland, it can happen because I'm not surprised beyond what Sunderland is doing, in the way he's doing. I think Liverpool are and myself say, oh wow, they draw points finally. They concede 2 goals because in that moment that they run, I said that will not happen. But at the end, we have to do it. And I said to the players, guys, don't do it because yesterday Arsenal didn't win. We have to do it to believe ourselves. We play against the champions in England. The last ones, we play against them, have to show them that we are able to be there with them, all this season. And today, I think we proved it. We did it, especially in the first half. James.
When you talk about that sort of loss of energy last season from the players, probably understandable after all that success. Do you put yourself back as well? Do you?
Yeah.
You look now like,
When I said,
as your voice, you look like you've got all of that energy and hunger and everything back.
yeah, but when I said the players, I didn't say the players. I said all of us, me the first. I said last season many times. I tried desperately to do it anything, but I was not able to make a click to the team, to react, to do it. And one of my mistakes was now I realize I went the last season to, we are injured, we are tired, or don't train much, less energy. It's completely opposite. We are not good enough first team players. Academy, come up, run. We didn't bring the energy. When we come back with energy, with the players, some players come back, and after we do it. So always we played football with the ball. Obviously, it's clear the way we decide to play when I arrive here, but we're in a team that run incredible. And the pressing and go and jam and backwards, and we have been an example. Otherwise, you don't win in modern football. And why I understand the players, why 1 or 2 players don't have to run and 8, 9 players have to run. Why these 9 players have to run for 1 or 2 players don't run? No, in that team, everyone has to do the incredible effort. And after with the ball, we see what happened. And last season, for many reasons, we were not able to do it. But it was a good lesson. Sometimes you have to leave that as a club. For the club itself, was good. I said many times to my chairmen and CEOs, and the one I said, guys, if we survive last season, qualify for the Champions League, that is a big prize. It's one of the seasons I will remember the most, like one of the more proud I am last season, for sure, happened. But even for the club, it's good to realize the people, 4 premiers in a row, we won finally Champions League, 18 titles, and but then all the records belong to us. This business is so difficult. And you can talk, it's difficult. We are so good. Everyone think about that, we are so good. No. This game you are here, and here you are down, but down. And you now lift decades to come back. That's why it was good for everyone. And of course, the club said, okay, we have to rejuvenate. We are the youngest squad right now. I had in my period here, the youngest squad. We bought in the international transfer window in winter players, and not because we need that energy back. I need players that want to make a career here. And we need Cherkis, we need Ryan Norris, we need, Omar Mamouche, we need the Nico O'Reilly. We need all this energy to try to emulate what the predecessors have done. It's a normal process. And the club understood that, and everyone in the beginning was, what happened that season? That's a good sign. It's a good sign.
Was it good for you in a way, was it good for you yourself to go there? Because all your experience really before that, do you feel that in a way you've had a lift and an extra sort of resurgence?
No, but absolutely. Last season said, what happened with Man City? There's no winning. In the end of the season, going to win again the Premier League. It's going for being given. And I said, no, guys, it's not about that. What we have done is winning, we are continue. And 1 year, we got that. But the energy, I had the feeling is back, and we can play in different ways now. I think we are more unpredictable, I would say, in the way we attack, in the way we defend. That is good for us and not good for, when the opponents don't know maybe what we're going to do. But especially is the good energy that we have during the games. Look, Brentford, we won that 0-1, then beat Newcastle. Brentford beat United, draw against Chelsea. It's so tired. Look, Sunderland, my God. I spoke with Unai Emery after when we lost. I said, they draw 0-0 with 10 men there. I said to the players, guys, this is a huge result because it's difficult. And as much always Man City, since I'm here, always we take care of that. Take care of that, how difficult is everything, how complicated it is. Go to FA Cup, Carabao Cup, in Championship, in League One, it's difficult. And that's why we won 4 Carabaos in a row, semi-finals 2 or 3 in a row, finals again, and because we give, and last season didn't happen. Last season we didn't have this from my point of view, for the success we had, we didn't handle it quite well last season because apparently we didn't have another target to fight. 4 players in a row, nobody had done it. Not even 80s, 19s, Liverpool's, United's, never do it. We did it. And what's next? And after, why was a lot of injuries last season? And this season we don't have. Hopefully we don't have. The season, when you are not there, you get injured. When you are focused, and you want to win, and you want to be ready, Johan Cruyff told me, if you are ready, you don't get injured. Don't tell me why. And part of that is why is the same methodology, the same training session, the same physios, same doctors, the same physio trainers. You are 1 year, you are not injured, and next season everyone is injured. Why? It's because you are not there. I was not there. But it's good, a good experience to learn.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.